Hi, Sammy. Here's Sammy. Right now, it's been about 2.5 years since we found out that he had brain atrophy and demyelination of his brainstem. The cause of that was a severe B12 deficiency, actually, from being vegan while I was pregnant with him and he was breastfeeding. Yeah, so this is just kind of an update, and I wish you guys would have seen him before. Right after we got out of the hospital in March of 2020. And that's when they gave us the, official diagnosis: severe malnutrition, brain atrophy, and demyelination of the spinal cord, the brainstem. And, if, you guys would have seen him back then, you'd know how far he's come, but it was so bad for a while. And he was having seizures for like 2 whole years. He was having these terrible seizures. And so, right now he is 3.5. So we found out when he was 13 months old, that, it was his brain had shrunken away from his skull. And, then he started having seizures. He was a noodle. He was completely limp and didn't have any control over even his mouth or his facial expressions, his fingers, his feet, his legs, his arms, hips, just nothing. He could barely even poop, or move his eyeballs even. It was pretty crazy, And so if you can see now, look how much he's moving. He's touching the couch. He feels it. He knows it's there. He knows I'm here. Hi, Sam. Hello. Say hi to the camera. Hi. Nope, he's not going to do it. Sometimes he does it, but... So, yeah, look at how he is touching the carpet with his feet and rolling, and he can even scooch himself. Did you see that? Oh my gosh, we've been working on crawling for so long, huh, buddy? And he can actually somewhat army crawl and scooch himself around now. So here he goes. Yes, Sam. Reaching for a toy. He even wants to play with his toys. He never, it was so long until he actually started wanting to roll around and play with toys. Every time we laid him down, he'd have a seizure, so. Yeah, he was really severely underweight, too, for a long time. His body basically couldn't do anything, couldn't process anything, because when you have a B12 deficiency, your stomach doesn't have enough oxygen, because the blood can't carry the oxygen because your blood is deficient, so your whole body suffers. And so, yeah, seizures, stomach problems, bowel movement problems. He didn't make noises, actually, for a long time, too, even. And he is doing so good, reaching and grabbing for his toys. It's amazing to see him even want to play. And I know some of you guys, don't even know what it's like to, have a kid that isn't interested in anything and is like a noodle. And I know some of you do. Man, kids that get seizures, they have a lot of brain damage. You can barely move. It's pretty intense. So if your kid is having seizures, I would highly suggest looking up highly nutritious foods, because that's what they need. They need very nutritious foods for their brains. Mm-hmm. I wish I still had some of the stuff that I saved. Him just having these crazy movements and seizures and stuff. But that all got corrupted, all those files, so I just have to tell you about what it was like back then. Maybe it's for the better, though, that he, that's in the past. Like, he'll never have to relive that. He hasn't had a seizure for a while now, since around last Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. Look at that. Look how much he's moving. He is getting his legs up. He's got way more control now, and he's actually learning, so he's learning, and he's able to identify differences in the world. He cries if he wants your attention, and he laughs and giggles and all those things, that you don't even think about when you have a normal kid who develops normally. Like, they're just, they don't even have to think about the things that these special needs kids have to think about, They figure out their fingers when they're supposed to figure them out, It's like... Mm-hmm. Sammy's had to figure out his fingers and his hands and his arms, regrow his nervous system, his feet and his toes, his mouth and his lips and his tongue. He had to learn about those, relearn about it. He couldn't swallow. He had no control over swallowing, basically. But what a champ. He got through it. And there's still a long way to go, but he's on the up, up, up. No more backwards stuff for Sammy, huh? Just highly nutritious foods, lots and lots of fat, neuro movement to help him learn about his body again, relearn and feel and understand things. Yeah. Yeah. Look at that. He's kicking his toys and stuff. I mean, that is amazing that he can do it, and he knows what he's doing. And he can bend his body like that. Anyway, yeah. I just was going to record him today for a little update with Sammy here. And just talk a little bit about everything that we've been through. So there you have it. Say bye, Sammy.